Hey, Cody, what's up, bro?
How are you, sir?
Good, sir. So, what was going through my head is this: when you're doing your stuff of landing on fire tables and with Shaq and all the stuff that you do, you're getting paid. But
Sure.
these guys come in on the chance of getting paid. So,
Yes.
what are your thoughts on that? That like they're going all in without even getting paid.
I think it just leans into myself and the other judges having a whole nother level of respect for them. The fact that they have dropped everything, converged upon Go Big Show season 2, and they're vying for $100,000. But a lot of people walking away empty-handed because of how just ridiculous the talent pool this year is in terms of season 2. But yes, a whole nother layer of respect.
Now that you guys got signed on for season 2, maybe it should be called Go Bigger season 2, because how are you going to top last season?
Big is the apropos term. It's right there in the title, and truly, it really applied itself to the acts as in terms of those who made it out of the preliminary round, because that's the part where I had to wonder how, if what I just saw, whether it's James Carter with the motocross or the amazing Sladek or the Iceman JD, how is often what I would find myself asking, and a lot of times on the show asking, do you go bigger in the space that we have provided for you? But the ones who get far are the ones who have that in mind, how they're going to layer their acts, preliminary, semifinals, and ultimately if they make it to the finals. And indeed, it just continues to get bigger.
Has this show now influenced your wrestling? Because now this show's telling you to go bigger. Now, are your fans, or is it time for you to go bigger off the ropes and stuff?
I think the level of danger and risk, and as much as the safety protocols on this show are second to none, I do think that level of danger and risk presented only just kind of lights that fire in my soul as a wrestler, to see not about the risk or the danger of it all, but if we can vary what we do as wrestlers, because there's a lot of what we do as wrestlers that's pretty commonplace, whether it's cage matches or tables, street fights, things like that. I really like, especially with AEW being a newer company, to present something new and fresh. So as crazy as these acts are, I actually learn a lot from said acts, and that's pretty cool.
That's cool. How about T-Pain? What does T-Pain bring to it that's different?
He jumped right in with only his knowledge of season 1, but not having been there in person. He also is involved with more acts than I think any of the judges. So really just, he absolutely was all in when it comes to Go Big Show. And he's perfect in terms of how do we judge these acts. And as a musician and someone as a record producer and all that he does, he's someone who, like me, like Rosario, like Jennifer, who we're basing it on how they make us feel right then. We may not have the skill or discipline they do, but we're basing it on how we feel. And gosh, I really enjoyed T-Pain's commentary and the fun that he provided to season 2. Really, really a welcome addition.
No doubt. On a personal level, for you, I saw this Instagram post you did, and you saw a billboard of yourself on Sunset Boulevard. Isn't that, how did you feel when you're like, I look at, you've been on TV, you see ads of yourself, but when you're on Sunset Boulevard around the Chateau Marmont, that's like Marlboro status.
It's a friend of mine who lives in LA sent me that video of it, and it's like you said, that there is that difference, you as you start to climb the ladder in terms of entertainment, and in my own world into pro wrestling, you want to continue to climb and climb to take that top spot. And that was one of those spots, even for a short time, that what an honor to be there, right there on Sunset. And I think the part that I got the biggest kick out of is this shows, roads to the top that billboard was for, and the fact that my dad's wrestling legacy has continued through my brother, through me, my wife, and the journey of her, and giving birth to our first child. It's just a really cool destiny that I've been lucky to be attached to.
When you're doing this, the last question, when you said you judge by feel, right?
Mm.
By feel, and then you got to do the power of feel. Um, how do you really judge it? Is it just an emotion thing? Is it just a gut thing?
Well, I think I said this multiple times on the show this season. I wish people, it's easy when they mess up, because when they mess up, then you can start to take off those technique points. Okay, well, you said you were going to do this and you didn't do this. So now I can start to lower your score. But with so many people in season 2, then like the names I mentioned and everything that's just in this first episode, with so many people, they're just flawless in what they told us they were going to do. And that's where it really leans into, okay, did that feel like a high B, as we would call it, an 88, an 89, or was that A plus? Did they leave too much off the table to come back in the semifinals, or did they leave just enough that I want them to? The game really starts to get played when you think about what they can do moving forward. And again, that feeling is going to be very different when it's a guy who's getting kicked below the belt versus a man doing backflips on a motorcycle. But it's just the best way to judge it.
My last thing I was just going to tell you is that I think that you're a good component to the whole show with Bert, Jennifer, Rosario, T-Pain, and you bring this other angle that it makes me want to watch and makes it interesting. So you do a great job, bro. I thought you weren't going to be good, to be super honest. I'm like, is he going to be good? And then you are good. So it's like a testament to you that you're good, bro.
Thank you. I really enjoy the show. I have fun with it. So I'm glad that I superseded your expectations.
I have high expectations and you surpassed it.
Thank you.
Take care, man. Good job.
Yeah, you too.
All right. Thanks, man. No Batman today.
No.